Can't take it anymore. Politics, can you take it anymore? If you can't take politics anymore, if you're sick, if you're fed up with what you see every day, please hold and watch this video. This video is about the fact that we have to make a change as a group. The middle class has to come back. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody watching this, please consider the following. 80% of us are right in the middle. And we end up having to vote a little this way and a little that way, all to try to balance things out. But the reality is that most of Americans are right down the middle. Most of us resonate with independent thinking. Most of us consider us an independent. Most people are not the loony left and the radical right. Most of us fit right in the middle. This was the middle class. The middle class, America was founded on the middle class. It is about us as a group of people who should vote and work towards a different way of politics today. If you're not sick of how these guys all lie, steal, and cheat, all of them, they can all stop it right now. They can all pass a amendment right now that anytime the government spends more than it takes in, everyone in power gets kicked out. Yes, that's a Warren Buffett idea. Brilliant idea, but they don't do it. They just keep spending more and more of our money. On what, ladies and gentlemen, on what? Can you really believe that it's all on the poor or on the rich? Give me a break. It's for all the different special interest programs that are out there that need to stop. We need a tea party to flip the boat over. We need to stop things the way they're at. And the only way that we can do that is anyone that considers them an independent thinker, we have to come together. We have to eliminate the thought process of being a Republican or a Democrat and say, enough is enough. I know they both say that, but the reality, they say it, they don't do anything. Behind closed doors, they're shaking hands and they're high-fiving each other, and their special interest programs get done. When was the last time that any politician knocked on your door and asked you what you thought? When was the last time they even saw a meeting that you could go talk to your senator? No, they talk to all the influencers, the lobbyists, and they do what they want because they make more money. All of them do. All of them make more money. On your back, on my back of the middle class. And by the way, all that is done is eliminating the middle class. In fact, for you to be considered middle class, what do you have to do? Work 2 jobs? You have to work nighttime as a Uber driver so you can make extra cash? And then Uber, the major corporation they are, they take more of your money. They take more and more of your money, so it basically becomes almost useless to do that. But we're forced into having 2 or 3 part-time jobs just to get by. We need to budget ourselves just to get by. In the meantime, trillions of dollars get funneled into defense industry on the term of, oh, we need it to be the best defense that we can, and they don't even balance a budget. They can't even, you can't even get them to balance a damn budget. We don't even know where the money goes. We have no idea where the money goes. Does that make sense? How can that make sense to you and me? And all we do as Americans, we're like, well, that's just the way it is. Ho hum, I'll just go to work. I'll put my nose to the grindstone and keep working. It's like, I'm asking you, I'm imploring you as a co-American to please say, stop. Please consider looking at the link below and saying, at the middle class party, maybe we can get together. It's not even a party. We can't even make it a party right now. Why? Because when Ross Perot got 20-some% of the vote, both of the parties behind closed doors said, you know what? We need to pass some legislation so that independent people cannot create another party in America. So they've made it extraordinarily difficult. But if you, as an independent thinker, the 80% of you out there, I'm speaking to 80% of America. Not the loony left, not the radical right, the 80% independent thinker that sways elections. Oh, we're going to go Biden because he's not so bad as Trump. And then we go, well, maybe Trump wasn't so bad because Biden's freaking nuts. It's like, and yet we don't want him. What are we going to do? It's like, holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. Can you not see that both of these parties have played us? COVID, you need to be vaccinated. No, you don't. Back and forth, they toss a ball out there and we go back and forth and we hate on each other. They make us hate on each other. And social media actually helps. It forces you to see more stuff that's going to hate that guy. And on this side, it's going to show you more stuff to hate that guy. And in the middle, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and the middle class is eliminated. And the middle class is what built America. I would actually argue both the ultra rich and the ultra poor should want a middle class party because let's be realistic. The Democrats aren't working in major cities, are they? They've had complete control in Chicago for eons. For eons. In fact, I think what is the ratio? It's like one politician in Chicago gets arrested and prosecuted once every month. Something like that. It's insanity. There's so much lying and corruption that's going on. And there goes all your money. There goes all your money. Are they really looking out for the poor there when they're taking your money and it's going to special interests? Are they really looking out for you when they take your money and they put it into insurance companies thanks to Obamacare? Are they really taking a look and watching out for your money when you have people like Nancy Pelosi make more money than the best investors in America? Riddle me that and we just turn a blind eye. If you're tired of turning a blind eye to all this, please consider researching the middle class party. It can't be a party, as I mentioned. All it can be is a group of people that are like-minded coming together under a not-for-profit umbrella so we can sway elections, so we can garner together a single belief that we want politicians to vote on. We want simple things like, hey, how about no lobbyists? Why can't we have no lobbyists? It seems logical that in today's age, thanks to Google, AI, Grot, or whatever Elon Musk's thing is, to ChatGPT, that our politicians can learn everything they need thanks to the internet. They don't need lobbyists. That's number one. Number two, we need reformed immigration. We can't just shut down the borders. On the same token, we can't just open them wide up and let everyone come in. That's how a society gets ruined. I.e., let's look to Europe and see what's happening there. So how do we stop this? We need to act now. We need simple, very simple, logical immigration so we can bring the smartest people in the world to a country that rewards people for working hard. We're starting to lose that here, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you're the ultra, ultra rich, you have to agree that the middle class has eroded and you're eliminating the ability for anyone to come to America and create new ideas and new concepts. So what? So you get super rich and then what? You can't take it with you. I never see U-Haul following a hearse anywhere. You can't take all that money with you. What are you going to do with it? Oh, I'm creating a name for yourself? For who to read about? For who? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 100 years. Who's going to remember you anyhow, Mr. Billionaire? The reality is that we need to build an empire. We need to rebuild this empire, America, which rewards hardworking individuals. That's the middle class. The middle class where you could actually have a dream and put your kids through college on one person's income. Why? Because it makes sense. If you can afford it with one person, whether it's a man or a woman, making the lion's share of the money and the other person staying home. And not just carting the kids off to school and say, you teach them. Do you really want someone else to teach your kids the basics that they need? Like, I don't know, balancing a checkbook? Oh yeah, they don't even teach that in school. Riddle me that. I mean, it's some of the most asinine things go on in our society today, and yet nothing is happening. Our politicians get us to only hate on the other people, to hate the Republicans, to hate the Democrats, to hate them, hate them. That's all they do. We need to be able to bring back factories from other countries into America. With the advent or the inventions of robots, we certainly can become an industrialized nation once again. We can certainly create an economy that we can be powerful once again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not socialism, far left socialism. It's not going to communism. I mean, it just doesn't work. And it's not being radically right either. This is about rebuilding the middle class, bringing factories to America, having an immigration policy that makes sense. Who doesn't know someone that really deserves to be here? Should we kick all the people out that are already here? Or should we give them a pathway? If they're good, natural people, shouldn't we give them a pathway to citizenship so that they can make money? I don't know. There's some great ideas out there. I had one person write me and said, well, why don't we just make it so that in the first 10 years, all their money doesn't go to Social Security, and then after that, then it contributes to Social Security, which they can get later on in life. I don't know. That's a brilliant idea. They're sort of paying penance for coming here illegally. Not a bad idea. I don't know. Let's float out a whole lot of ideas out there and find something that makes sense rather than say you suck and you suck. This is the way, kick their asses out of America or let them all in. It's like, come on. We really do need a tea party, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not the tea that we need to throw in the bay. We need to throw the politicians in the bay. We need 2-term limits. 2 terms. These guys don't need to be in there. These girls don't need to be in there. 2-term limits. That's it. Come on, if it's good enough for the president, it's good enough for them. They gerrymander everything anyhow to stay, so they stay in office forever and make millions and millions of dollars from you. It's not fair. Let's turn over the boat and have a tea party and get rid of them, huh? 2-term limits. No, no. I repeat, no. None. 0. 0 people that can influence our politicians. So no to lobbyists. No to lobbyists. It's pretty simple. No. Stop the lobbyists. They don't need them. It's not fair. It's not fair the insurance companies lobby them and then you and I don't get to talk to them and talk about things that really do bother us and really are meaningful for us. So eliminate gerrymandering. Stop that crap. Enough of it. That's another key point for the middle class party. No gerrymandering. Pretty simple. You can't trade stocks. Pretty simple, right? Doesn't that make sense to everybody? You can't trade stocks. If you're going to you give up that right. When you get out of your 2 terms, you're going to be able to go on speaking tours and stuff. You'll make money that way. You certainly don't need to make it while you're in frickin' office. Bring back factories, logical immigration, eliminate the lobbyists, eliminate gerrymandering. We need to have a collective voice that says those are the cornerstones. Oh, by the way, if they spend more money than they bring in as a government, everyone in office gets kicked out next year. Simple, on the next election term. That came from our famous Warren Buffett. Brilliant idea. Brilliant. They'll figure out how to balance the budget. Right now it's going to everybody's pocket, the cronies' pocket. It's going into special interests. No, it stops that. So there's some fundamental things that we can demand and we can expect from our government. Don't forget, it's our government. So if you are an independent thinker, or you know someone who's an independent thinker, or you consider yourself an independent voter, please share this video with them. Please press like. If you know someone on social media that can help promote this, please, let's have a conversation about it. Let's have an interview about it. Let's discuss it because something has to be done. Please don't pass the buck anymore. Don't pass it on to the next generation. You can do something. It's act now. It's act now. Fill out your name. Tell us what you do so we can lean on you to help promote this damn thing. And together we can actually make a change for America. Please help me with this goal. I look at life like, I have a prayer. I'll leave you on this prayer. I believe that I had learned this from someone else online where they said, you're beautiful. You look in the mirror and you say to yourself, you're beautiful. We all need someone to say that to us, right? Every day it changes your life. Trust me. You're beautiful. You're created by God. You're wealthy. Wealth could be just in love and friendships, right? Could be money, whatever it is. You're wealthy. You're here for a purpose. That purpose is to serve other people's well-being. Yes, other people's well-being. You want something to jump out of bed in the morning, get you going for the day. It's going to be rebuilding the middle class. I ask you to join me on that. I believe in it, and I believe in you, and I believe in the 80% that's out there. My name is Drew. I'm here to serve you.